Good morning, everyone. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. It is the month that King of the Hill returns to us. A more recent discovery for me. I'm sweating up a storm here. Now, now King of the Hill predominantly takes place in Texas, but that's not my first contact with Texas. Actually, my first contact with Texas as a state, not just an archetype of cowboy. Actually came from a little comedy thriller from 2005 starring one Tommy Lee Jones, and I have a little something from it to share with you all today. The Carnivore. Pepperoni, sausage, ground beef, ham, and olive loaf, all on one savory pie with jalapenos. That's right, today on Film Foodie we have The Carnivore from Man of the House. Now, Man of the House. Weird movie. Tommy Lee Jones has to take over, or has to help a sorority keep them in witness protection, and their personalities clash because he's a Texas Ranger and they are bubbly teenage girls. And while there, he orders this abomination, has it delivered to the house, and the girls lust over it because they cannot have it, because they are on all the fad diets of the time. The Zone, what was the other one? What's the one that's points-based? Is that Jenny something? Anyway, and someone said, oh, you blow all your points in a single bite. They said this thing has 1 point, 1 point only, and that is tasting good. Now, most of those ingredients are very typical of a standard meat lovers. The atypical ingredient you might notice isn't even the jalapeno, which is obviously something he ordered extra. Considering he said with jalapeno, after listing all the meats. It's the olive loaf. Now, you might be like, Royce, where on earth did you find a pizza place that does olive loaf? I didn't. I got a Papa Murphy's pizza with all the normal trimmings, and then I got olive loaf. I didn't even get Oscar Mayer. I had to go to an actual deli to pick this up. So this is going to be interesting because I've never had olive loaf before. Let's not keep you waiting. Let's give her a taste. This is actually my first time having Papa Murphy's. Oh. One final thing. He specified extra thick crust, so I did order it pan style. It tastes like a frozen pizza. In a good way, I guess, but I don't know, it doesn't taste, it doesn't taste like a chain pizza place, and it doesn't taste like a non-chain pizza place. And I've had both. It tastes literally like a frozen pizza. Which is, I literally had a series for a while where I would taste and rate frozen pizzas. Good Lord, I think it's been over a year now since I've done that. I think we're finally to my first bite of olive loaf. I don't like olives. And I don't like bologna, so let's see how this goes. I barely taste it. And it does add like a weird sort of funk to the pizza that actually does help cut through a lot of the greasiness. But that might just be a fluke. I meant to grab my little T-Rex plushie to hang out with me because the place you ordered from has a T-Rex mascot, but I forgot. Too late now. You need a manly drink to go with this manly pizza. We're bringing everything back in the 2000s, boys. Shasta Zero Sugar Root Beer. Oh, I'm sorry. Boys, gals, and non-binary pals. Room temperature. The way Mom used to make. Excuse me. So, what is Man in the House about? Okay, so a college cheerleaders witness a murder. And Texas Rangers who are investigating the murder. Yeah. This is just a good pizza, guys. Like, the thing I'll give Papa Murphy's over all the other places is their sausage and or their sausage and ground beef, or actual sausage and ground beef. It's not those little cat turds. So, they don't want to go on. So, like, they need to. They need to keep them safe because the assassin who they witnessed kill someone might still be after them. And they don't want to go into witness protection because they have cheerleading stuff they want to do. Which, it'd be like, I think in a more realistic circumstance, it'd be like, ladies, you are now in protective custody. You do not make this decision. We do. But they decide to have guards posted, including Tommy Lee Jones, who's been actively investigating the case. I think it's something to do with some drug cartel or something. But similar to another Tommy Lee Jones film, U.S. Marshals, the call is coming from inside the house. It's actually one of his fellow Texas Rangers who's the assassin. And so he's investigating, trying to track him down. All the while, Sharp, Tommy Lee Jones' character, has to protect these wily girls. He buys an industrial air conditioner to make them put on more layers. And which, like, it's Texas, so these girls are not equipped for, excuse me, anything under 70 degrees. No, wait, Texas, they probably wear winter coats in 70 degrees. But, and all this other stuff, and all the while he's pretending to be their coach. And people are like, well, you don't seem very chipper like a cheer coach should be. And he's like, oh, I take it very seriously. You know, he's Tommy Lee Jones, like, he's being a straight man. And he's got this, like, what do you call it? A stoolie, I guess, who is a preacher who used to be a criminal. And it's Cedric the Entertainer. And he actually was a cheerleader too, and so there's this funny bit where he tries to do a dance-off with the cheerleaders. And he ends up hurting himself. It's a good scene. You know, like, it's not necessarily a great movie, but it's just a lot of fun character beats from charismatic character actors. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? That's Vern. Sorry. Speaking of Southerners. One more slice won't kill me. Watch this be my final video and I end up having a heart attack on camera. My brother finds me and has to take me to the hospital. I'm pronounced dead at the scene. It'll be miserable. But eventually, though, the assassin realizes it's Sharp, so he tracks down Sharp's daughter and hangs out with her at his house. Because she thinks he's just a Texas Ranger. She recognizes him. And eventually, Sharp calls her, and he's there, and he's like, bring me those witnesses, or your daughter's gonna die. So then you end up, and so he's got to go rescue his daughter, and it's this really grim scene. And I think he has him bring evidence that would connect him and his boss to the crime. And then he has Sharp handcuff himself to the steering wheel of his car and is taking the daughter on a bus across the border. Which I don't know how that would work if he's got a gun. And then, like, in this really dark moment, you know, this man is ostensibly trafficking a human at this point as a hostage. Sharp is looking at the bus as it takes off, and then a big sombrero turns around and it's one of the girls, and she's like, where we got this? It's just such a funny scene. It even cuts from the very tense score to mariachi music. It's fantastic. I love that kind of thing where something so effed up is happening, but then something really goofy happens that lets you know, oh, the villain's about to get fucked up. Because, like, I don't know, not necessarily Marvel humor where every emotional beat is undercut with a joke. No, but, like, actual, like, I don't know, something happens that just totally screws the villain's plan right up. And, we go through all this stuff, and eventually, and there's also a scene where, in the middle of the movie, where one of the more worldly girls asks him, you ever shoot the gun out of a man's hands? And he says, no, it's too dangerous. I shoot to kill. But then it ends with him shooting the gun out of his hand because he's like, well, you're a good witness against your boss. You know, he says something like, we got 3 square meals a day and doctor treatments waiting for you back at the station. Basically saying, You're going to get better treatment from us than you are from your boss. And at that point, for somehow he got all, messed up and was, and then he aims the gun at him, and then he shoots the gun out of his hand, and he says, "I'll be damned." And then the movie ends with him marrying one of the girl's college professors, with the criminal, or the ex-con preacher, Cedric the Entertainer, marrying them. And it's a nice scene, and he's like, "Molly, Molly, good golly, Miss Molly, do you take him?" "I do." "Really?" It's good. There are good beats in this movie. Oh, no matter what, just get a sausage and ground beef pizza from Papa Murphy's. It's fantastic. This is what a sausage pizza should be. Jalapenos make it really spicy, and that root beer was not helping. I think I need to get some milk after this. It is funny I'm doing this when talking about King of the Hill, when last year I kept wanting to do Frito pie from King of the Hill. Maybe I'll try that sometime this fall. Man, I was so worried about that olive loaf ruining the taste of this pizza, because olives always ruin the taste of pizza for me. Let's get a slice of this on its own. It's just kind of a smoky flavor from the bologna, I guess, but that's about it. Doesn't taste weird. Good Lord, my hands are covered in grease. I gotta go wash them. Anyway, oh Lord, I've been keeping you on for 20 minutes now. Y'all go do something. Watch the movie, I guess. I don't know. I'm not your boss. Oh, and R.I.P. Chuck Mangione. Sorry, those feel so good. Good. Everyone have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm out.